So Joel Embiid goes for 52 the other night, and there are all these reactions talking about how the MVP race is over and how Joel Embiid has to win it and all these different things. Well, I'm here to tell you that the MVP race is not over. In fact, this is still a three-person race. I think Giannis can still win it. Joel Embiid can obviously win it. And Nikola Jokic can still win it. So what I'm here to do is I'm here to provide you with the blueprint to know who you want to win and how you want to vote. That's my job here today. So I'm going to give you each case for each player, starting with the best player in the world on the best team in the NBA, record-wise, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And look, the argument for this is really simple. He's the best player in the world, and he's on the best team. Okay? The Bucks have the best record in the NBA, despite Khris Middleton, their second best player, missing 47 games. Now look, to be fair, Jrue Holiday's been really good this year. But look, the Bucks do not have the best record in the NBA without Giannis. Okay? It is predominantly because of him. Okay, if Khris Middleton's missing all these games, the only reason why they have the number 1 overall seed is because they have Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay, he's been awesome. Between, Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic, he's the best defender. Simply because he can defend the 1 through the 5, the impact he has on both ends of the floor, both on the perimeter and underneath the basket, is second to none in the NBA. I don't know if you saw it, but a few nights ago against Washington, he had an insane chase down block. He's like one of 3 guys in the NBA who can make that play. Okay, like you add all that up, just the impact that he has on both ends of the floor, combine that with the fact that he's averaging 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, how do you not vote for this guy? Best player in the world, playing on the team with the best record in the NBA. Because of that, Giannis could easily win the MVP. Moving on to Embiid. The case for Embiid is that he's simply been the most dominant player in the NBA this year from start to finish. When he catches the ball below the free throw line, just give the Sixers 2 points. It's incredible, man. When he catches the ball there or deeper, it's 2 points. He's been on an absolute tear, leading the league in scoring while shooting at, I believe at 55% from the floor. I mean, he's been awesome. When you look at his numbers, they are extremely similar to Shaq when he won the MVP in the year 1999 to 2000. Numbers are extremely similar. Embiid's scoring is just a little bit higher, and Shaq's averages like 2 or 3 more rebounds a game. So really similar. But I think that the big thing with Embiid is he's just not doing it on offense. The defense has been incredible as well. When he's not on the floor, that 76ers team looks so terrible defensively. Like, they had to have Embiid on the floor to look decent on defense. When he wasn't on the floor in that Boston game, they were outscored by 15 points. And when you look at the offensive ability on this 76ers roster, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Tobias Harris, like there are guys offensively on that roster who can create offense and score points. But the issue whenever Embiid leads the floor isn't the offense, it's the defense. The defense is so terrible. They have so few perimeter defenders who can stay in front of their guy. When you don't have Embiid on the floor, the defense just takes an absolute dip, to say it nicely. And you can see it in just the way that guys attack the rim when Embiid is and isn't on the floor, and just the field goal percentage whenever teams finish. I mean, you can tell there's no rush when Embiid is not on the floor. Versus when Embiid is on the floor, Jason Tatum goes to the bucket and just hurry, like, oh my gosh, here he comes. I got to get it off quick. There's no rush when Embiid isn't on the floor. And so the impact he has defensively is something that hasn't been talked about enough, right? And look, he's dominated all year. There's not a guy in the league who can guard him. There's not a guy in the league who can match up with him, right? Like, whenever you're playing against Milwaukee, like if you're Boston, for example, you're like, you know what? Like, we can throw Jason Tatum at Giannis. We can throw Jaylen Brown at Giannis. Al Horford can maybe give us a couple minutes here and there. Like, we have options that we feel comfortable with. Right now, obviously, you're not going to stop Giannis, but you have guys that you can throw at him that you feel like can give him a little bit of trouble. Okay, in the case of Jokic, put any athletic big guy on him. Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, whoever. You're going to be able to bother him. It's not stop him, just bother him. But in the case of Joel Embiid, it doesn't matter who you put on him, you're not going to bother him. It's not going to happen. Simple as that. Moving on to our final guy here, Nikola Jokic. He's won 2 MVPs in a row, and he's better this year than he was in the 2 years that he won the MVP. And he leads in all the efficiency stats. Like, he leads in defensive efficiency stuff. He leads in a lot of the offensive efficiency stuff. I don't want to bore you with numbers, but defensively, he leads in defensive box score plus minus and things of that nature. Now, offensively, jeez. Offensively, player efficiency rating, he's first at 31.7%. True shooting percentage, he's first at 70.2%. Crazy efficient. Total rebounds percentage, he's 6th, but he's in front of both Giannis and Embiid. Assist percentage, he's second behind Tyrese Halliburton, a point guard, he's at 46%. I mean, he just, everything he does for the Nuggets offensively, we haven't seen anything like this. He's just crazy efficient. And when you see these numbers, you would think that he would have a super high usage rate. He doesn't. He is 32nd in usage rate. Giannis is first. Joel Embiid is third. To put it in perspective, Kristaps Porzingis has a higher usage rate than Nikola Jokic. Porzingis has the ball in his hands in that offense more than Jokic, which is insane. It's wild. I don't know. It's wild. Just to have that big of an impact when you have the ball in your hands less than these other guys is wild. And there's so much value in that. There's so much value in being able to give the ball to Jamal Murray and allow him to create offense, not only for himself, but for other guys as well. There's value in being able to give the ball to Michael Porter Jr. and allow him to create offense for himself, and only for himself, because Michael Porter Jr. does not pass the basketball. So ultimately, if you want to vote for the best player, you vote for Giannis. If you want to vote for the most efficient player, you vote for Jokic. If you want to vote for the most dominant player, you vote for Joel Embiid. That is up to you to decide. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know who you are going to vote for as the MVP. Super interested to hear what you have to say. Once again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back again probably in a couple days with another video for you.